Hey folks, AJ here, and in this video we're hitting the road to help modernize another media ministry in Maryland. So let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, and if you like what we're doing here, consider supporting us on either Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Link is below. So we are getting ready to hit the road. It is 3:30 in the morning, and we're going to be meeting up with a subscriber here in Maryland at 6 a.m. So let's get on the road, and we will introduce and do all the formalities and stuff like that once we get there. So let's roll. Hey folks, it is super early, and you can see we are here, and we got Brother Julius over there. He's bringing in the other TV. I need to get some tools, and hopefully we'll get some better lighting in here, but we are here, and we're gonna do the formal intro and all that other stuff here in a second. I'm just tired, so let's get started. We got some, these are some recommendations that I gave them to buy. We got a Canon R80, we have a Panasonic V770, an A10 Mini Pro. We got some HDMI over Ethernet extenders, some mounts, microphones, some stands, some nice big 70-inch TVs, and this is the layout. So we're gonna go upstairs and see what we need to do to get everybody in here set up. All right, so let's walk through what we're actually gonna do here, because we were just talking here. They're like, gave us suggestions on some stuff, and they're like, we don't know what this is, so we're gonna just walk through this, how this is gonna work. So we have the A10 Mini Pro, which we know has 4 inputs, so we can connect 2 cameras. A computer is what I think we're connecting right now. They're gonna connect over HDMI into the A10 Mini Pro. The A10 Mini Pro is able to live stream by itself, but you can always hook it up to, let me take this off for half a second. So you can always connect it to a computer via USB if you want to, so you can go through vMix, OBS, or something like that if you wanted to. But right now we're gonna do everything through the A10. So you have your 2 cameras coming in, the laptop coming in, and you have 1 input left, and you have the HDMI out. That HDMI out is gonna go into one of these 1x4 HDMI extenders, where the other receiver is going to connect to these TVs. And that's what we have so far. That's the simplified version of that. So let's go ahead and start putting some stuff together. I'm gonna pull some cable, terminate some cable, and then at least set up a dry run of how everything is going to work. All right, now because everything is going to be on the other side and they're using the A10 Mini Pro, that needs a hardwired connection. I am here in the office. The other side of here is the sanctuary. So we're going to have to, and there's the router. So we're going to have to punch a hole through here, which leads to the steps, which I've started so far. And I think I'm assuming like this is the new part of the church, and this is the old, because there's a bunch of wood in there. Hopefully I don't hit any stone. I think it's just wood, but go through here, and this spot is right underneath the steps where we're already running cables to make the jack for the monitor that's going to go up there really nice. So we're going to be punching through here somewhere, and then this, let me get this light over here. This is where we've already punched a hole through, and we are putting, watch my head here, we are running and putting a plate over there so it looks a lot nicer with the connection. So instead of dangling the cable over here, we're gonna have a jack here, and then that can be connected to the monitor that's gonna be here, that's on this rolling stand. And we might do something similar for the other camera that's gonna be down here, that is going through a HDMI extender over Cat 6. The first camera, the Panasonic, the better one is up here. The Canon one is possibly might go up here, but we're just trying to, instead of having cables all over the place, that's what we're trying to do. So let me get my other bit here and we can try and drill through this, the wood over there. All right, we are through. So I am gonna feed 2 cables in here so we can actually have 2 physical jacks upstairs. All right, we're all done. Now I just gotta make some cables to feed over to the router under there and make sure they can probably come up under the table so they're not all up in the way. All right, all wired up and got some extra slack, so we'll move that out of the way. But everything is connected. The ATEM is already getting a connection. So now we just need to move on and do the jack for the other end of the Cat 6 to HDMI extender that's going to be connecting to the monitor that's going to be on the front.
But we still have the flexibility, like move that to the center, right?
That, I didn't make the cable long enough for that. The cable is long enough to literally go to that corner.
Okay, that's all I need now.
What's up? So, well, I was getting ready to say, hold on. Now the one thing is, the camera back. The whole time I've been doing work here, I never said where I was or anything. So let me go ahead and let them say what it is so I don't mess up the name of the church and everything like that. So where are we?
Mount Tabor, United Methodist Church, Crownsville, Maryland.
Alrighty, so unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to finish. We got this one set up and we got some stuff upstairs, but ultimately what we're gonna do, we got Worship Extreme, got all that set up, we got the cable run downstairs, but we're gonna go ahead and switch it out from Ethernet extenders and we're gonna run SDI cable everywhere. So I already pulled that, but I don't have the converters here, so we're gonna make another trip back up here to get the converters, mount the TV, run it in the wall, all that other fun stuff. But the majority of the stuff is here. I just gotta change out the plates that are in the wall and mainly switch out the Ethernet cable that we have with SDI cable. I think we've reached the limit on how far we can run. I think it was like 160 some feet and was being inconsistent. So we're just gonna make that decision to switch that out. So we'll be back and I think that's about it. Let's go downstairs and see what we got as well too. All right, so down here, here we have this. We're gonna be running across the wall and we're gonna be connecting and mounting it here, and we're gonna be running a conduit to hide all the cables in here. But we need to wait for an electrician to come and make sure all this stuff is straight because I don't mess with high voltage. So we're just gonna get that. They're gonna run an electrical outlet there. So that's about it. But again, thank you so much for joining me. I will take y'all with me again when we come back to finish this all up. And probably gonna be doing internet. This is the phase 1 for them. And I know they're happy with what they're seeing so far. So we need to get the front camera working. That should be fixed once we convert that over to SDI. And I need to head on the road because we're gonna be heading to 5th Street. And I need to train their media ministry tomorrow at church. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. I want to thank the patrons and the YouTube members for making this video possible. Their names are on the screen right now, and you too can become a patron or a member for as little as $1 a month or $4.99 a month, to where you have different perks where you're contributing to help us train media ministries all over the world. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Let me hurry up and get on the road, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.